Searching podcasts for Dave, and one more time. I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with? I don't know what that means. I won't do that.
And 3.
Number 2.
1.
Number 1. Wapa.
In advance, you're welcome, America.
That's right, man. It's, what more can you want?
And that's right. We are here defending truth, justice, and the Pankerville way.
Whew, I was in Pankerville the other day.
Were you?
Yeah, man. I'll get into that because we have some other business to tend to first.
Other
Look at me kicking it back.
Oh, look.
Introduce ourselves. You
come
moron.
on, man. Look, it's been a long week. We had half a podcast done before we even put the hit record. Hi, everybody. How are you? I'm Dave.
I'm Juan.
And this is David Juan.
More time.
There we go. Thank you. In fact, bring it up. It's a Saturday morning version here.
Hey.
Again, nobody cares. Nobody cares when we record.
I
but
care.
It matters to us. It matters to us. It's the morning. This is actually coffee.
I'm drinking water that somehow or another is frozen, and when I opened it earlier, water spewed all over the place. So
and you got something else in there besides water, man. I mean,
no.
Oh, okay, just built it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's got like a plug in it. So
that healthy guy drinking water over there. I drink water through. I just run it through beans to get. So if you hear noise,
I was gonna try. Last week I had decided, I needed to start eating healthier.
Oh,
And,
always nice.
I'm not a big fruits and vegetable guy at all. In fact, I'm not a fruits guy at all. So I said, all right, I'm going to start off with a banana.
It sounds like
I don't think I've ever eaten a banana in my life.
Come, wait, whoa. Pause.
I don't know, man.
Pause. In your life, you've never eaten a banana.
Yeah. Like, dude, I have, I got texture issues. Get
out of here, man.
So Joey was sure to buy a good ripe one that, wasn't mushy or, beyond.
Dude, they get better when they're mushy. I mean.
Oh, no, I can't eat mushy stuff.
The riper you get, you can't eat mushy stuff. Oh, that's hysterical. That's
I tell you, I have texture issues.
I got to introduce you to my sons. Everybody's got texture issues.
So I didn't even take a bite. I broke a piece off.
You broke a piece of it.
Yeah, and then went for it, and about threw up like the nastiest thing ever. It was all mushy. I told Ryan, I said, this doesn't taste anything like banana Laffy Taffy. And I went for the banana because I love banana Laffy Taffy.
Oh man, I'm just loving this fact.
And she's saying, well, banana Laffy Taffy is like artificial flavoring. I said, but shouldn't it, be like the real banana?
And a lot of sugar. Well, that's what you should have done. You should have just dipped that banana in. And I'm just loving the fact we're not going to get into how many revolutions around the sun you've been on, but you've been on a few, as have I.
Yeah.
And
I've been on a few more.
I'm stunned. Look, you and I have known each other forever. We've been doing this nonsense for over a year now. If you'd have said, hey, I'll bet you $1 million, has Juan Semino ever eaten a banana? I'd have said, eating a banana? That dude probably is eating a tree of bananas. That guy, he's a banana. No.
Well,
so your first fruit experiment went sour, so to speak.
Went sour. Yeah.
Okay. What's next?
I just ate that first bite and I'm done. Done with bananas. I may go for.
I gotta get a sound effect. That does.
Yeah, it was close, but it was close.
Oh, that's classic. All right.
So Joey was going to try to find some cotton candy flavored grapes, but those are apparently.
You realize you're basically a toddler, right? You realize you realize your wife and your third child now are trying to introduce foods to you like a toddler.
That's right. They're going to cut the grape in half so I don't choke.
Baby
I got some
Juan.
grapes now. Yeah.
Baby Juan don't
I
like
thought about, I literally a little while ago when I was getting this frozen water out of the fridge, I said, maybe I'll bring a grape and eat it on the podcast. I'm kind of embarrassed by what my reaction could be.
You could freeze a grape. We've done that. You freeze grapes that can
put in a drink.
Yeah. Oh man, that's classic. There you go. That's
I like grape juice.
I think this wraps up the podcast. Let's wrap this thing up in 5 minutes because there's nothing. I don't think there's anything we're going to talk about the rest of this podcast that beats Juan trying a banana for the first. Nice, all right?
Yeah, I made the effort.
And for those of you that are raising toddlers right now or babies, here's a hint from an old dad. We always amazed when my boys were younger, and I'm talking, they just started eating. You get solid food and eat. They used to tear jambalaya, spaghettis. I mean, normal food. And then somewhere along the way, got a little finicky, and we just went with it. We just went, well, just give them a hamburger, give them a sandwich. Mistake, man. Never. Once you got a kid eating something, unless that kid just physically cannot put it down, do not let. You're going to regret it later on. Like, how do we end up we had kids that ate everything, and now we're basically a McDonald's family.
My kids eat healthy. Yeah. They eat bananas.
There's a lot of health. They don't have to worry about their food being eaten when they're not around. Right. Well, there you go. Are you gonna take on, another fruit? How about a vegetable?
I eat lettuce.
That kind of counts. Yeah, I guess it counts.
I've added cucumbers to the list, because they're kind of crunchy.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I like cucumbers for some things, but
baby carrots.
Carrots overrated. I eat them too.
Yeah.
Anything that tastes good in a dip. Come on now. That's like people that I eat that fried. Well, guess what? Yeah, everybody eats anything. I can go grab bugs out of the yard right now and fry them up for you.
Zucchini and stuff. I'm all right with that. I just don't count that.
That doesn't count. Yeah. Green beans.
Fried onions.
No, you don't like green beans?
I don't know. Never had them.
Dude, that's just hysterical. All right.
I probably did as a young child.
I mean, I'm not, I get you. I get you. It's hard. You don't pull into Sonic. It's not like, hey, give me the number 7 with a side of green beans. All right. I don't think that's how it works, but yeah, that's what I would recommend to you, Juan. I'd just get a can. Don't even worry about it. Just get a can of green beans, salt them pretty good, heat them in a pan. They're good stuff, man. I could do that. When I'd get as we say down the bayou, some weird envies, I'll catch an envie for some green beans or something now and then. Just go grab a can. Well, I like all my vegetables fresh. Well, good. Good for you.
Yeah, my son now, I found out, my granola son likes his, they buy milk fresh, like unpasteurized milk. Straight up from a cow.
Come on, man. You're forcing it now. You're just forcing it.
Man.
More power to him, but did you say why?
He eats bananas.
Yeah, I'm sure he eats bananas.
No, they don't like all the preservatives.
I'm sure he eats the peels too, man. I mean, come on. He's not going to. Right. I don't think you can eat a banana peel. I don't think that's.
I don't know.
All a banana peel is good for is putting in the flux capacitor of the. Hey, there's a reference. What was that?
Back to the Future.
There you go.
Roads. The DeLorean.
We don't need roads. I was on a plane with that guy one time.
Who? Michael J. Fox or
no, not him. I think Christopher Lloyd. Christopher Lloyd.
Oh, Christopher.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's his name, right? Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, that's it. It was Jim. He was Jim on.
He was Jim Ignatowski.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna play that game. I was nailing it last week on Fantasy Island, but yeah, Jim Ignatowski. I was going to I think Reno a few years ago, regional jet, I don't know if everybody else recognized him. I did. I kind of snuck a picture just to show people later, like, yeah, look, I was on a plane with the Back to the Future guy.
Well, did he do anything else, or did Back to the Future kind of just?
Oh no, he's done a lot of stuff. Now here, I'm trying to think of. He's been in a lot. I don't know that he's had to be in a lot, because they I think Spielberg was good with all his folks get paid. Like the stars in his shows get all kinds of cuts and stuff. They get paid. So I don't think he has, whatever he does, it's because he wants to. But yeah, he did Addams Family, right?
Okay, yeah.
He did Addams Family. I don't know. Just on the plane with the guy. Didn't ask him. Could have been sitting next to me. Yo, Jim, what up? Let's talk about taxes. Let's talk about taxes. I was a guy. You look back. Some shows just hold up, and you look back and you realize, dang, the people they had on that thing.
Oh yeah.
Judd Hirsch, Danny
Tony
DeVito,
Danza.
Tony, bruh. Who's the boss? Who's the boss? Tony's
and Latka. Who was Latka? What's his name?
Oh, Andy Kaufman.
Yeah.
And apparently he was a show in himself. They said he was as crazy off. Yeah, he was as nuts off camera as he was on. So yeah, that.
And what was the lady's name?
Mary Lou Henner. All right, you're welcome. I got it. People think I'm looking this stuff up, and I'm not. And I'm not even gonna do the Siri stuff because well, I guess we will. My buddy Jim says, man, every time you do that Siri nonsense, apparently when he's listening, it turns the Siri on his computer. And he actually sent me this because you remember last week we're asking about what was it, Jenny's, Jack's?
The difference was it
brought
Jenny
up the donkey,
Jack?
and I decided to ask Siri, and I couldn't get a good answer. But so apparently Jim's got he's got a better Siri than I do, and he's got a better accent. But he sent me this. It's a video. I'm not gonna show the video, but let's see.
Maybe that's a donkey. Maybe like a jackass. Hey Siri, what's the difference between a donkey and a mule?
Here's an answer from Differenza Between It. A mule looks like a donkey with its short, thick head, thin limbs, and short mane, but it appears different from the donkey in height, shape of neck, coat and teeth. The mules are taller than the donkeys.
There you go.
That's proof that British Siri is smarter than
joke. No joke. I need to change my Siri voice, I guess. Or and also like British always sounds smarter.
Yeah, it sounded really good when she said, big head.
Yeah, it's like and British can say anything. British can insult you to your face, and you're like, oh, that was nice. That was I use that line all the time whenever I give a speech. I said, English people, you can find the dumbest English person you ever saw, put them up there, read the phone book. It sounds like, oh, like a professor. I get up there, it's a cooking show, right? Or that dude from Swamp People, him? Who is that?
with some closed captions up.
Speaking of people with accents and an idiot, and I know this is a guy that you like, and I guess I sort of liked, whatever. Man, okay, pump the brakes on Bono. You saw what Bono did this week?
Oh, with the poem.
Writing a poem.
That what you're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, and then Nancy Pelosi, who, look, I don't, politics aside, she ain't exactly eloquent. Let's put it that way. That's her days of eloquence are way behind her. And but her reading a poem,
even though I like Bono, I couldn't even listen to that because the thought of her reading a poem written by Bono both offended me and embarrassed me.
And the way it led up, and she's like talking to this press corps, which is a joke, like they're a bunch of 5-year-old children. And you with Bono, and I'm going to read a poem from. Yeah, war's over. Bono wrote a poem. Now, apparently his poem, I think at the end, he basically declares this Zelensky. I think Bono just declares him Superman or something. I mean, he just they're all in love with the guy. Just, whatever. It's a TV show. You realize that? I just step back all the time saying this is a TV show. Yeah. I'm just always, and here we're doing this on a Saturday. So congratulations. The world didn't blow up last week.
Right. We weren't sure.
I kept waiting I honestly kept waiting for the White House to reach out to us to help negotiate. We could have ended this thing a long time ago. A long time ago. These idiots.
You'd be riding gas for free if we had the choice.
Man, listen. Just get over there. Bruh, get on the phone. We're gonna do a Zoom call to us. Gonna get this cleared up right now. All right.
That's right. Just remember, it's a 1 hour time difference, man. I can't be doing this too late.
That's right. I got a podcast to record with Juan. Let's move this along. Get that guy, get him on the phone too, because this is going to involve him. All right. All right. All of y'all. Stop
But on
it.
Friday mornings now, I am up very early, so I've got some time on that because my daughter started. She elevated her swim team, and now she has to be at practice at 4:45 a.m.
Four.
Yeah,
Four.
4:45 a.m.
Not five.
That's
Not six. Four.
yeah, that's right.
Four. Whew. 4:45. How's that?
I did it yesterday. It sucked.
What time do you get up to get her to practice at 4:45?
We leave at 4:20, so at 4:17.
Wow.
But that's the whole thing. It's because I'm not going to work early. I'm not gonna get to work at 5 o'clock and
Right.
do what? And then I can't fall back asleep, so I just come home and lay down. And of course, I was then late for work.
Of course.
Because I had extra time.
I'm the king of that. I wake up. Well, I'm not for that kind of stuff, but I'm terrible that way. Right. You would think when I have to get up early, for me, it's usually to get a flight or something. I just can't sleep. Knowing I have to wake up early, it's the worst. Right. Even if I try to go to bed for me early, if I got to be up at 4, dude, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to get sleep.
Yeah. Because I do that whole stuff. Let's see. If I were asleep now, I'd have 3 hours to sleep. So
anyway, so I'm glad she's well, hell, I don't care. I know they're young, but good grief. Who swims that early?
Not me.
And I'm assuming they're really exerting themselves that early in the morning, right?
Yeah, but then they also had what they call dry lands after school. And dry lands is basically like the physical stuff, like out of the pool.
Dude.
And then again at 6:30 this morning.
Hey man, put in the work. Of course, hopefully by the time your daughter is college age, either they will have fixed all this stuff or it won't really matter. She'll be swimming against crocodiles and whatever, hey.
It's a little disconcerting or disconcerting, I guess.
Man, we're living in such a messed up world. But I was saying to this before we came on for a bunch of reasons. I want the NCAA to crash and burn. Yeah. Okay, and that's not just that. I mean, it's insanity. The thing that got me is the Final Four is on. I was watching University of Houston last night. Go Cougs! Great, really good game against UAB. Not that you care, but there you go. And I hate doing that because they play on Sunday. So by the time this airs on Monday, they may be out of the tournament already, but that's first game. But you start showing NCAA, these idiot moronic crooks, which is what they are. And you're watching the games. None of the fans have masks on. So I mean, maybe a handful of people that still, okay, that's your thing. Okay, whatever. None of the players, and I'm not talking just on the court, none of the players are wearing masks. None of the announcers.
Who's good for them?
Cheerleaders. They got the cheerleaders. They're making the cheerleaders wear a mask. And they cut away to them.
Because they're yelling and saying loud things.
Because you know what I'm saying? Like they cut away always, like before that timeout, commercials after. You always have, the cheerleaders always doing their happy, yay, whatever. And then these poor women, and they may have some guys in there. I don't know. I didn't say, but these young ladies just with these big freaking mask on. Like what are y'all doing? Why? And it annoys me because to those cheerleaders, man, this is a big deal. Just like the guys are playing, the NCAA. Yeah, it's their opportunity to be on national TV, right? Your family, friends everywhere say, "Oh yeah, you're on TV." Yeah, well, I saw everything, below your eyes.
Yeah. I recognize the part in her hair. That's got to be her.
Oh man, they try.
Yeah, it's hard because they work. I laugh at it because my daughter used to do competitive cheer. But they work hard. Those teams practice.
You kidding me?
As much as the players do.
Now, they've always said this. I don't know if it's true. When I say they, I mean probably people who report things. And we know that besides Rick, our buddy Rick, they're all liars. Okay. So again, just in case, public service announcement, they're all lying, right? It's amazing. And human nature, we're crazy. You can catch somebody in a lie. They had some stuff this week, some big stuff this week that comes out and they get all political. Oh yeah. Remember what we told y'all for a long time wasn't true? It was true. Sorry.
It was, but we're not saying we were wrong.
Exactly. So the same bunch of crooks and criminals and thieves that have always lied. They lied to you. They look you in the face and lie. They put stuff down right. Come out and say, yeah, we kind of lied. They don't apologize for it. They never say like,
whatever.
Right. And then people are believing the next thing they tell. Right. It's one of those, like, if you ever had a friend growing up who might have been an okay guy, he was in your class, you didn't get to choose your friends too. Remember, you realize that growing up, how different it was where, dude, you just happened to be born in that grade.
Right.
And
we had my elementary school class, I think we had 8 guys.
These bunch of Bjorks are going to be your friends for the next,
including one whose nickname was Bjork.
For the next 12 years, because nobody moves in, nobody moves out. And that's it. That's your lot in life. Your mom and dad had a baby at the same time as them. And this is your crew. You're rolling with this crew for the next 11, 12 years. You got some you like, you got some, that guy's not going to make it. Right. And there you go. So, anyway, if you had one of those guys or two of those guys, and they were always lying, lying about what they did on the weekend, lying about the girl they were talking to, right? If you got one of those guys who was just always lying, even at a young age, when they tell you something down the line, yeah, bro, all right, I got you.
Yeah, I call those guys where it's you think that's something, guys. Where it's no matter what you say, no matter what happened to you in life, you think that's something. Listen to this.
Oh yeah. Hang on. I've been thinking about it while you're talking. I haven't really heard what you said, but I'm going to beat it. I'm about to beat it.
What? Your plane crashed in the ocean and you survived. You think that's something?
I can still remember. So I was out of school, but maybe not long out of school. They had this guy that, again, one of the crew, just happened to be born the same year as me. So he just, we weren't like great friends, but we were in classes together and stuff. And I'm like, obviously, like give the guy's name for the reason what to tell you. But I always just figured we would know it. Like, your friends are idiots and stuff like this. And once I was doing something, and my dad, this guy's name came up, and my dad just, turned around and said, I think his words were, that guy's just a congenital liar. I don't even know what I gotta look. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna apologize in advance for what I'm about to do, because I don't know that I got that right. Hey Siri, what's the definition of congenital?
Congenital means of a disease or physical abnormality present from birth.
That might have been the word my dad used. Again, I don't know. I remember because I realized that too. Sometimes you remember something.
His parents liars?
I don't know. They might not have been his parents. They could have lied right there. I could have been. I don't know. But I'm never gonna. It's just like, and I'm like, oh, so y'all got this figured out too. Like, my dad was a school principal. He knew. They probably couldn't say it back then. They probably talked amongst themselves. They knew. They like that guy. That guy's a thug. That guy's a Bjork. That guy's a Kuchu. That guy's a, whatever.
Damn. Yeah. I'll roll all of those things into an experience I had yesterday. So
with the banana? No, not with the banana.
No, that was last weekend, man. So I went down to Pankerville for a funeral of a guy that I was born around the same time as.
Okay.
And we went to school together. And we don't talk much anymore because
he's dead.
No, his mother passed away. And like his mother, he is a congenital hypochondriac. And
I'm hoping we're using that word right, Juan. I mean,
yeah, we are now. Well, he got that from his mother.
We try to put on airs that we're so smart, and we use words sometimes we don't know what they mean.
When his mother passed away last week, and no disrespect intended. I mean, yeah,
because you're about to disrespect the hell out of somebody when you say that.
Because when she passed away, my dad said, "Well, finally, she's not going to be on the prayer list in church," because apparently she's been on it for a number of years.
That's the funniest, meanest thing I've ever heard, man. And your dad's channeling your mom. Your mom used to be the one that was.
Yeah.
So hey,
on the prayer list every week.
On the prayer list, boy, bless her soul, man. There you go.
But I can remember when we were in like second or third grade, she got hit by a car outside of somebody's house. And I used to tell people that was the happiest day of her life.
That's just funny and so freaking mean. Oh man.
Yeah. Her
Happiest day of her
obituary.
life.
I hope that dude's not listening to this. Her obituary read like, your high school resume of everything,
No.
and she was in this club and that club. And then when she was in, and so I texted my sister, I said, I'm reading her obituary. And in light of that, I just want to remind you that if I pass away before you do, please remember when I was in the 6th grade and I won the clock radio for building that lamp in 4-H. Because I'd like that to be included as well.
Man.
But like any funeral you go to, when you're from a small town, it's just like a sort of a reunion.
It is a reunion.
You haven't seen it in a long time. So I'm 100%. Talking to people.
Yeah,
And I told a couple of people, I said, oh man, I hadn't seen him, and I'm not going to say the guy's name in years. I said, I talk to him rarely, but it's kind of, and he said, well, let me tell you something. If your phone rings and you see his number, you better look at the clock and see how much time you have, because you're going to be on forever. And literally the last time I talked to the guy, I'm talking about the congenital hypochondriac aspect of it. And it's sad to a certain extent, but he called me as though he were like 10 years ago to tell me, it sounded like he was telling me goodbye. Because he, although no doctor here would diagnose him with spinal cancer, he had his briefcase of medical records, and he was on his way to Houston because he found a doctor there that would diagnose him. And I guess he miraculously survived that. But so one of the guys,
it's only 10 years, dude. It's only 10 years. Hang on.
They said they heard from him about a week or two ago. A month or two ago, I'm sorry, and he told him that he had a malignant brain tumor.
Oh my gosh!
And when they saw him a month later, and he said, "Well, how's it going?" And he said, "Oh, it was just a sinus infection.
It was hay fever."
Yeah. So this is who obviously must have self-diagnosed himself with a malignant brain tumor.
Man. Oh, that's the curse of you don't give the wrong people access to WebMD or it'll do that. Look, I feel kind of bad. It's like we're making it's just wish the guy good health. Wish the guy.
I
actually no. Let me rephrase that. You don't have to wish the guy good health. He has good health.
Wish him good.
You're wishing him the wrong thing, right? Like, dude, we wish everyone good health. You got it. Wish this guy somehow not, I don't even know how to word that. Like, wish him peace, mental peace.
Yeah, that's probably the way to do it.
Oh, man.
It's like that thing. So I'm leaving and I'm saying, look, because he lives in White Castle.
Been arrested there. Shout out White Castle. Shout out White Castle.
So I work in Port Allen.
Never been arrested
both on the
there.
same side of the river. But so, you're doing the thing when you leave. I said, man, I'm off at 12 o'clock every Friday. I said, call me, I'll come meet you for lunch. And then you're sitting there and it's like, yeah, I'm in church and please, God, don't let him call me.
Did he?
No. This was yesterday. I told him that. So I meant any Friday in the future.
Well, it's interesting. We're, a parallel thing. So I hadn't been to a funeral in a bit, but we were into a funeral a week ago. And it's a neighbor across the street, and I miss the guy. He was an older gentleman, and we lived next to him for about 10 years or so. And he toward the end, he ended up with Parkinson's. He had Parkinson's, and it just eventually had to move because his house across the street from us. They used to build these houses. All the bedrooms are upstairs. So when you get older, that's the thing, and then you have issues. So they had to, so they moved closer to their family. So I miss the guy. He's a good dude. And years, so he's been gone for a bunch of years, and he sadly passed. And I'd never been to a Jewish ceremony or funeral, or makes you realize, what's more surprising, that I'd never been to a Jewish funeral, or had you never eaten a banana? I don't know.
I'm going with the funeral.
It was probably so. It was a week or first. So we get it. So and it's one of those things. And we live. This is how neighbors ought to be. we lived, and they'd come over. We had him over like during the hurricane, and he was older time. Had him over for dinner one time, checking in with them. I used to go, we go on trips. He would watch my dog. And that's, you get a different level of trust with people. They got people that you trust with your kids, and right below that, and I mean, not even that far below that, is people you trust with your pets. Okay. Or to come over, and he would come over and take care of my dog Gumbo and stuff. And just a great guy. We had no idea, like, where do you go to church? None of this stuff. Right.
Mhm.
We sort of knew politics because we always used to joke, and he's older than me, that every political season we had the different signs in the yard. Like, it's always, a running joke was, all right, on election day, we'd be like, all right, you going to cancel my vote right now? Yeah, me too. Let's go. Let's ride together to go cancel each other's votes.
Right. Yeah.
But
Or we can both stay home and get the same net result.
But we got along great. Right. And that's what I miss. And I guess it never been, and my wife on the way there was like, I told her, I said, I think he's Jewish. And she's like, really? I didn't. I'm like, well,
was a funeral at a synagogue?
No, it was just a graveside kind of deal. And it ended up being, it's sort of weird. You shouldn't be talking stuff like this. It was like one of the prettiest days of the year. It was, I mean, a gorgeous Sunday afternoon. I mean, not a cloud in the sky. It was probably 65 degrees. It was just, and you kind of standing there going, oh, he'd have liked this. He picked a good day. I had no choice in the matter. But
you didn't make the sign of the cross or anything while you were there.
No, man, that's the thing. And I now, and other people, again, we talked about this. You grow up, and I'm, everybody's got their own rules. Mm-hmm. And as an altar boy growing up, I've been to more funerals. We talked about this before. I mean, dude, I used to be able to, so I could say the mass. I mean, I got it down. Well, never. And but you get the little booklet and stuff, and they had like his bio in there, which was like, I knew some of this stuff, but it's like, I remember just thinking, I'm just impressed. I'm like, this is well done. Like, these people know what they're doing, man. This is, and then it was a female rabbi, I guess.
Rabbi.
Yeah. Rabbi. She was good. She did whatever. And then the people got up to talk, and then they just, invited, there's probably maybe 50 of us around this area. And then they asked, anybody wants to share. And my wife, as soon as they say that, she just grabs my arm. Don't. This is not just shh. I know you got stories. Don't. And I didn't. She knows me. I'd have been that guy saying, let me tell you some stories.
Yeah, that could have been, as a first timer in that.
Exactly.
You don't know what's appropriate.
And it was, no, they were good. It was family and stuff. And my family were just friends, but I had some good stories, but not like I said, it's just anybody something to say. You just grabs one. Don't
save those for that party after the after funeral party.
I mean, I tried to participate as much as I could, because they had the other thing too is they had some stuff in English, and then some stuff in Hebrew, I guess. But they know it. They're big, long. And it makes you realize, like, oh wow, I can read consonants and vowels, but you don't know the right. I'm an idiot out there trying. My wife is smart enough not even to try. She's just looking at that. I'm trying. I'm like, I can't say the words. I'm like,
so my second, I have a son named Elijah, and when we named him Elijah, it was because we thought it would be a unique name. Mm-hmm. Well, he ended up going to Jewish preschool where every kid was named Elijah.
There you go, bro.
But it was cool. You learned some different stuff, Yeah. There's the Christian holidays are closely aligned to the Jewish holidays. There's just some variations in it. Yeah, I learned the dreidel song and all of that good stuff.
We need to do that. Like, there's so many things we got to take care of. One, like, I just, whenever we can stop work and just, put a list of things to fix, they ought to do that. Like, because what more, what's bigger driving influences on culture and people is religions, right? And
religions.
So many of us don't understand, right? And people
I tell people all the time, if you want to learn about diversity, stop looking at skin color and look at religion, and just learn about it.
Yeah.
And you'll see, like I said, there are a lot of things that are very linear with Judaism and Christianity.
Look, Exactly. And my thing is everybody gets caught up in this is, don't get me wrong. Cause I get folks that get, my wife probably get mad at me. Just a long list of things. But, I get you, man. You on a team and that's the team and that's I get it. I get it. And I'm that way. I mean, I used to, joke with folks and say, look, man, we're all betting on a team, right? We don't know who wins.
We hope we get the right bet.
Listen, life, religion is sometimes like a Final Four bracket. You're picking a team. You hope at the end that you go, that's right. One shot.
But either way, at the end of the game, you shake hands and say, good game.
Yeah, but no, we have to stay away. So anyway, kidding, guys. I don't know. People get offended by things I don't think they should get offended by. But there you go. Yeah. No offense meant.
Well, I was offended this week checking into a hotel at the Beau Rivage. We were at a trade show for work that we put on, and Beau Rivage, a nice hotel. I'm checking in, and the lady says, would you like a room on one of the lower floors or one of the upper floors? So I said, well, is there a difference in the rooms? And she, in all freaking seriousness, said
that word.
The floors on the upper, or the rooms on the upper floors are higher up, and the ones on the lower floors are closer down.
So she took the explanation to that level.
Right.
She sized you up. She didn't look at you and say, here's a sophisticated guy that wants to know, is it a view? Is
right.
It,
and the one's got the parking lot, one's got the Gulf, one's got a king size bed, another has 2 queens.
Well, you see, the ones that have a little number
closer
to the ground. The ones with a higher number are a little bit higher. She should have said, we can put you on the concierge floor. They got free bananas day and night. There's a room there. You swipe your key.
And you're there, man.
All the bananas you want.
So
have at it. Have a banana party.
Didn't say that. But then I walked through the casino to, and this is 11 o'clock on a Monday morning. Lots of people in the casino. Average age, 75.
Yeah, you better believe it. Yeah. Celebrate still being alive by how much money I got left? I don't need this.
Dropping it a nickel at a time.
Well, okay. Well, you're not going to go broke doing it that way. If you're just popping in. I was joking with somebody about that. It must have been at this conference, the last one I was at, where we're talking about all the things that used to be in Vegas and how many times I had to be in Vegas. And I'm not a gambler. I don't, I'll go see a show. I'll do whatever. I enjoy it. I enjoy the scenery. I enjoy the vibe. It's great places to go to dinner, and I love Vegas, but I'm not a gambler. And I always say you hit that casino. And a lot of times I was working in the morning, and I can't tell you. In fact, I got a sign on my wall back here because it's the funniest thing. It was the Palace Station. I don't know if you ever heard of Palace Station. It's a Palace Station Hotel and Casino, right? And it's a big place, and maybe it was okay at one day, but here's what it's known for. That's where O.J. Simpson broke in, him and his boys, to get his stuff back. Like when he got arrested. Now he wasn't staying
unjustly, I might add.
Apparently, I don't know. So, but that's where that was. So when OJ, the second time he broke the law like that was at the Palace Station. And I don't know how I would. It's a mean thing to say, but I used to describe it as, imagine you decided to just build a big old casino in Montague. That'd be about the way they, right? But the clientele inside it was folks. You got a lot of locals, right? A lot of locals, which is weird, right? That's like, okay, if you wanna feed your gambling addiction and you live around here, this is the place to do it. And I'd be working in the morning. They'd have and that's why the bank I was working with, what they get really good rates on big rooms, big meeting rooms. So that's why they'd have it in the Palace. And so you got to get in there, and then, you're walking through the casino at 8 o'clock in the morning, 8:30 in the morning. People and you can tell they didn't wake up early. This ain't somebody that said,
Yeah.
this ain't somebody that set his alarm clock and said,
They're
man, I'm
not
gonna beat
coming
the
after
crowd.
breakfast.
Man, look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set my alarm for 5 o'clock. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna hit McDonald's. I'm gonna get me an Emma muffin and some coffee, and then I'm there. I'm gonna get on my favorite slot, 6 o'clock, bro. I'm there. No. That wasn't. These are people that just either couldn't bear to leave or couldn't. I don't know. And they're just there. And I don't know what's going on there now, but half of them are smoking because you could do that in the casinos then.
Yeah, you can still at Beau Rivage.
And you got waitresses walking around bringing them drinks. Like that was always mind blowing to me. It's like, man, who's having really? You having a scotch and whatever? I don't do scotch. I guess they bring you a scotch. I don't gamble
Whatever
enough.
you want.
I'm never that guy. I'm never that guy. Oh, you don't gamble, you get free drinks. Well, I'll just pay for my drink. I just
Yeah.
except one time I was in Vegas and I was standing next to somebody who was playing, a buddy of mine, playing craps or something. And they come around and I guess I looked like I was playing. And and she said, like, would you like whatever? I'm like, yeah, give me a wine.
Yeah.
Just give me a house.
Yeah.
Give me a house wine. Came back, whenever they come back, dude, it was the nastiest stuff. I mean, like it was like, okay, I guess that's not what you order here. So I'm like, well, I'm just gonna go to the bar and buy a wine. So I go to the bar and just give me a, whatever, $22 for the wine. I'm like,
I'm gonna go stand next to the slot machine.
it wasn't terrible. It was a little bit better than the swill she brought me, but I'm like, exactly. I guess I'm just gonna go pump some nickels. But that's when you gotta just question your life decisions. If you're standing in a casino thinking, what's the most cost-effective way for me to numb the pain of being in Las Vegas right now? But
yeah, no, I'm not a casino person. And then I brought cash thinking, okay, well, maybe I'll go throw something on the table. But it's like, nah. Then we were there for 2 nights, and both nights, the first night there was a cocktail party, and the second night there was a bigger party, had live music and everything. And I'm just not cut out for 2 nights of being up past 10. Because the second night I'm like, I'm exhausted by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm talking to my wife. She said, what time does the party tonight start? And I said 6. And said, what time does it end? I said, well, I'm hoping like 6:15.
Well, I'm gonna sneak out.
But then I get a couple of drinks and then I'm good to go.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Then I'm out till midnight.
Not recommended. Not recommended, kids.
No.
Any kids listening? No, that's not how to do it. But
well, we had a stupid costume thing.
You did.
I don't do costumes. I just hate. I've told people before, I would be more comfortable being one person in a room of 100 people, all in costumes except me, than I am being one of 100 in costume. But since I'm new at the job, I kind of had to go with it.
Hey, look, it's a week for first. Bananas
in a costume.
Man.
So the theme was the best of Saturday Night Live. So I decided I was going to go as Eddie Murphy as Gumby.
And you did.
Gumby, damn it. Well, I didn't find the one that had the cutout face. Okay. So I had to get the whole blow up costume, which is then, and you don't think of these things. It's like, okay, well, now I've got to walk from my hotel room through the casino to the conference center in this Gumby thing.
I'm Gumby, damn it. I'm Gumby, damn it.
But then the best part of it was, they've got the photo booth thing there, and me and a couple other people from who work on my same team decided we were going to take a picture. But as we're getting there, we realized, if you ever watch a weather map, that the weather map is just a green screen, and they project things on there.
Well, what color is Gumby?
Green.
Yeah.
So I stood in front of the green screen with people.
You never saw Gumby do the weather.
You don't see Gumble.
So
my big eyes.
Again, I'm stuck on this. What you kind of opened the podcast with, but dude. So how many? We're not going to talk about age, but you're trying fruits. You're putting on costumes. I'm
60.
Dude, you're bringing
new decade, new experiences, man.
You're reliving it, man. You just
Maybe maybe I'm just going.
Dude, you're starting it. You just said, you know what? I'm
senility has been here.
I'm going back. I'm starting again.
Inappropriately criticizing the dead people at their own funeral. It's like a child in church.
I'm gonna start again. I'm gonna try some new foods. You know, who knew? All right. I'm gonna play dress up.
Yeah.
That's nice. Nice. Oh man. So let's go. Let's knock out a few. It's kind of I'll jotting down some notes and stuff that just
I want to, before we don't, because I don't want you to skip over this.
Okay.
It's
because you know I'm good at skipping over stuff.
Yesterday, I was killing time at work, waiting to leave for the funeral. So I was scrolling through LinkedIn, and just like on Facebook, I'm just scrolling down the feed, and something catches my eye. I said, "Well, wow, that looks familiar." And I recognized the microphone and the flag, but there was some other stuff on the side of it.
Yeah.
And I said, "Wow,
watch, I can do that for you. Watch. I can do that for you. Watch this.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
This is business.
Professional set.
That's me on like American Banker, and that's a trademark I got thing, and that's professional. And this is Couillon Choose right here. There you go.
So I said, wow, and I know what you do, but I've never watched you do it.
Like most of the industry.
I said, I got a minute to kill. Let me check this thing out.
You clip. It was an hour thing, but it was a clip. Okay.
It was like a 7-minute clip or something. And I figured I'd, just kind of scroll through and see what he sounded like. So I listened. Dude, I was impressed. You're smart. I watched the whole thing. I'm not in the banking industry, but I'm like finding, much like this podcast, I'm finding connections to everyday life in things that you said.
Incredibly dumb.
I watched the whole thing.
Oh, there you go.
And I might appreciate go back that and watch the whole hour.
I wouldn't watch the hour, man. That's a bit much. The hard thing was, appreciate that. That's funny. Of course, again, you tried a banana last week. So
that's right. That compliment.
I got a good compliment. This dude I know that he just started trying. He's about 60 and he's 60 trying years fruit.
Old, ate a banana. So,
but
that devalued that.
No, I kind of keep those things incredibly separate because I even mentioned that when we talk like business stuff. Because look, I don't do anything here, and that's why we always, we're careful about how we handle things. But the one thing's to play around, and I think most of the folks I work with in business realize that, what I got to be careful for is there are people that pay me to do things that they're like, oh, man, you put a lot of work in for something free over there. Like, and how much effort you putting into that free garbage? And like we said last week, and we're not marking it up. You're welcome, America. It's our gift to humanity. Right. So no, it was good. It was good. A good guy that did that. He's been around the industry forever, and he's got this weekly thing they do, and it was cool. It's cool to be there, and probably going to do it again somewhere down the line. But I was kind of kidding that I had to watch myself because I'm so used to doing this with you, and I'm looking at it as the same format. I mean, I'm looking at the guy just like I'm looking at you, and the nature of me is like, get me started. I hope you didn't have a lot of questions because I ain't coming up for air, bro. I mean, you're gonna have to cut in. Like,
wait.
I should have said that. Like, I got this guy named Juan that can help you do this with me because every now and then he waits till I come up for air and say, "Hey, let me tell you about it."
He anticipates the breath.
Yeah. So anyway, that was fun. So I hope to do that again. I was looking at other things. Big week, and it just started coming to a head yesterday. The Saints were trying to get Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
That didn't. Here's why I can't believe he's going to Cleveland. Now, granted.
Well, because everything was wanted
Atlanta.
to be able to win now.
Yeah. I thought it was Atlanta. I thought he was going to Atlanta.
Wanted a team with a solid organization, not in a cold weather state.
Right. So and domes. You could play in a dome in New Orleans and a dome in Atlanta. I thought it was going to be Atlanta, because Deshaun Watson was born in Gainesville, Georgia, same hospital my son was born in. Yeah. So I know that area, man. So I was
he was a ball boy for the Falcons as a kid.
Correct. But here's where don't get delusional here, Saint. And I love me some Saints. There's look like I live in Houston, so I'm an adopted Texans fan, but hey, ride or die with the Saints. That's our team. Even my kids, right? Saints. People are delusional. People aren't really looking to go to New Orleans right now. You ain't got Sean Payton. You ain't got
Yeah,
Drew
it's an
Brees.
unknown. Yeah.
Dude, why does any player want to go to a team? Show me a quarter, because they know that's why these quarterbacks make up $1 jillion now. Because if you got the right quarterback, chances are you're going to be on a winning team. Everybody improves. Everybody, gets paid down the line. So you ain't got that. And people just forget, man. Because you're in New Orleans, everybody always like, it's New Orleans. Yeah, we ain't got Peyton anymore. It's not. I don't know who the new guy is, but here's what I do know: he's not Sean Payton. So we'll see.
Yeah,
Who's
it's
the
an
new guy,
unknown.
by the way? Who's the new
Dennis
guy?
Allen. It's a former defensive coordinator.
Okay. So anyway, good luck with that. And tell you what else. So what else?
I reached out to a friend of mine. She's a girl, not my girlfriend. Be careful there.
Yep.
But she is a lifelong avid Saints fan. So I emailed her yesterday morning asking if she was offering to throw some massages into the package for this
buddy of mine. Buddy of mine texted me saying that people are like on Instagram or whatever, like sending Deshaun Watson the addresses of masseuses and stuff up in Cleveland. And, man, so here's the deal on that, right? So we have opinions on everything. Chances are, there's some bad. It's one of those, man. Look, if you know I know the lawyers involved. When I say I know them, I don't know them personally, but I know the two lawyers on both sides. I'm not saying, like, put it this way, Morris Bart is, I trust Morris Bart more than the guys that are dealing with this here. It's not a shot against Morris. Hey, one call. That's all. And then it turned into like the one click. That's it.
One click. That's it.
Doesn't quite rhyme, but I see where he was going with that. But so just by the attorneys that were involved here, that, okay, there's some stuff going on. Like the one that Deshaun had, this guy specializes in getting athletes off of stuff that they did. This guy is the king of.
It's a niche, man.
Dude. And it's a profitable niche. This guy, whenever there's an athlete that should be, in a lot of, they did some bad stuff, they come find this cat. And this other one is, man, he's a class action dude. He's like, they go trolling. So, it's one of those situations of, I don't know who's right, who's wrong. I'm going to bet they're both kind of corrupt. Yeah. But here's what you learned. Everybody's talking about, oh man, nobody's going to want this guy. No, man, he's suspended. He's sitting out. He's a problem. Yeah. $230 million. Now, I don't think he's going to see all that money. He's going to see a lot of it.
No, it's all guaranteed.
Guaranteed?
Guaranteed.
All right. Here's what I guarantee. I guarantee they're going to regret it. I guarantee you they're going to regret it. They just are.
The Browns offered to cover any as of yet to be levied fines from the NFL, or to at least maybe not covered, but they're going to help him out on those.
I just hope he can beat out Baker Mayfield, because Baker's. You think Deshaun's going to?
Baker set up home in the
exactly. You think Baker's going to have to move out of the stadium, because I believe everything I see on TV, and he lives there. I mean, get
a whole new kitchen.
You think Deshaun gets those Progressive commercial now? That'd be classic. I'm Deshaun Watson. I'm the guy
the girl from Progressive could show up to give him a massage.
Oh, that's mean. That's just mean. Of course you will.
It'd be good. I'd watch that spot.
You were talking ill of the dead a while ago, so I'm not going to put it past you. You weren't talking ill. You were making humor.
That's right.
And you know what? It may make her feel good that, after she's passed on, hopefully to something much, much more wonderful, that she brought a little entertainment to you.
Because in heaven, you're free of all your illnesses.
Hey, look,
she may not like it there.
She might not. Well, maybe they let you keep them if you like it. They make you happy, right?
It's a good point.
Might work that way. I'm gonna like that. Get hit by a car was a highlight of her life. That's great. That's a good line. Well, I had a couple of quick things here. Oh, this is the other one. My buddy Jim sent the thing with, we kept hijacking his Siri, but my friend Raleigh sent me this one. His voicemail translator. You get voicemail on your phone, and you can hit the text, and because apparently, stage of life, right? He texts me saying, "Yeah, I need to get my golf cart fixed." So first question is, you got a golf cart? Like what? Like, he doesn't plays golf. Maybe he does. I don't know.
He probably lives in a neighborhood and
got a golf cart. But anyway, the translation was, "Hello, this is playing with yourself golf cart." It's like, hey Siri, tighten up on the
Yeah,
Tighten up on the
you never
translation.
know that there's a niche out there for everything.
Tighten up on the translation, man. Yeah, that's no. What else? Oh, the other one was I get funny with coupon stuff. I'm not gonna dog on Mike Lindell. I like Mike Lindell. My pillow. You got some My Pillows
What's
in
his
your
new
house?
product now? No, what's he?
He's got
does he have
everything.
the
He's got
slippers or
slippers.
something.
Hey man,
What
he
do they
figured
call
it out.
those? House shoes.
Yeah. By the way, those of you that are out there that maybe own a pair of my slippers or whatever, and I don't have any. Okay. They look fine. Don't wear those to the store. Just saying. even though they say inside, outside, you can wear them out. Don't wear them out. Don't be the person wearing the my slippers in Walmart.
Oop.
Of course, if you are going to leave, I guess that's where to go. I guess let's rephrase that. If you are going to wear them out, just go to Walmart. They probably won't even stand out. But let's push the button, get out of here, and go get a big fruit bowl.
Hey,
that ought to be what you do. You can get, since we're going back through toddler years, Juan, just get yourself one of those little, you can get
fruit cups.
Because they're just packed with syrup, man. There's all kinds of, they're very sweet. And the fruit don't really taste like any kind of individual fruit because it's in that cup. So it's more like a, strawberry-y, pineapple-y. I don't even know what it is. It might be just gelatin in there for all I know, but you might like it, bro.
I might. You never know.
It might not bring out the gag reflex. All right. Hey, everybody. You know how this all works. We're getting out of here slowly, but surely we're getting out of here. If you want to reach out to us, we love hearing from you. If you don't have our personal phone numbers to text us, you can reach us out. You can reach us at Dave and Juan at protonmail.com. And anyway, that's that's out of social media, but you can hit us on the YouTubes and the stuff. And Juan's got a list of
I got a list that I found. And if you've been staying with us to the end the past couple of weeks, you've noticed that I hadn't had the list and I've struggled with it.
We've missed Juan's list.
So today I got here a little early and remade a list so I could read it because I'm too stupid to remember it.
You're welcome, America. You're welcome.
And then just as we started, I felt something that I was sitting on. Mind you, I had been looking for the list for 15 minutes. And when I realized what I was sitting on, it was my neatly handwritten list. So if you'd like to listen to us as opposed to watch us, you can catch us pretty much anywhere you stream podcasts, on Facebook Podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google, Amazon Music, Pandora, Podbay, and Listen Notes.
There we go. And I don't even think
I'm sure there are other ones.
Yeah, I'm just going to randomly throw the logos up there, I
was pumping gas at Walmart the other day and I thought I heard us come through the pump.
There you go. You were going through LinkedIn. You thought it was us. It was just me.
Just you. It's like, who's that dude on the other side?
That's right. Who's that good looking guy? I know that guy.
Did I get dumped?
Yeah, no, that's true. I was auditioning. I was auditioning in you, partner, Juan. You weren't supposed to see it. Because that guy can eat vegetables. That's
right. That's really wild.
Right there in his resume. But hey, everybody, like I said, every week we tell you, it's not suggestion, not I recommend. We're not hinting.
Merely a requirement.
We're not hinting you have a fantastic week. It's mandating, man.
Right.
Just like the poor cheerleaders that have to slap those masks on.
Right.
To protect apparently everybody else in the basketball arenas. It's a mandate. You must.
And all you NCAA cheerleaders, feel free to take your mask off while you're
take those
listening
masks off.
And any other time too.
Yeah, if I'd be an NCAA cheerleader, I would just like I'd have a little juice box in my hand. So anytime they cut to me, like I'm hydrating. I'm hydrating is what I'm doing. I'm not anyway. So have a fantastic one on that, guys. And we'll be back sometime next week. I'm gonna guess
7-ish.
It rhyme on a day that rhymes with fun day.
Fun day.
7-ish.
And if I can get my time straight when I schedule the thing, like instead of what I did this past weekend.
You did. It was an early start. It's all right. You got an extra hour of enjoyment, America. You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You got the podcast early.
It's throwing me off, man.
And next week, let's make a note. We will just try various foods in front of you. I'll bring.
Now, you by we he means him.
I'll chop up some bananas and we'll just well, we're gonna help Juan get through this. We're gonna eat healthier.
Yeah,
Not a
just
big
little
health
at a
meat.
time.
Yeah, you need to talk to Sonic about that. You know, Sonic needs to add some healthy options on there. Right? I like my hot dog with my green beans. That's all I'm saying.
Mm.
All right, everybody. We're out of here. Have a great one. Love you, man.
Back at you.
Butcher some religious
I've
stuff.
always said, you know, the day she got hit by a car was the happiest day of her life.
Woohoo!
Yeah, got that fence post in my leg.
Oh,
Yeah, it was brutal, but she milked it for another 50 years.
it was worth it. Well,
Yeah.
we all need something. We all need something to hold on to. Man.